Are the following functions inverses? Well, what we need to do here in order to figure out whether or not these are inverses is to find either f of g of x or g of f of x. And it doesn't matter which one we find here, we just need to find one. And as long as we get x back for our answer when we figure this out, that's our goal. If we get x, then these two functions are inverses of each other. So in order to do this, I am going to check f of g of x. So f of g of x. And this in its current form doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It would make more sense if we knew what to input for the function f. So in order to see what to input for the function f, we can look over here at g of x. So instead of g of x, I'm going to write this. This over here will be the input for our function f. So this is going to look something like this: f of the cube root of x plus 5 over 6. So how can you think of this? You can think of this as g is inside of f. And what that looks like is you take this cube root of x plus 5 over 6 and you stick it in for x over here. So what does that look like? That ends up looking like 6 times something cubed minus 5. That something is this cube root. So we'll have the cube root of x plus 5 over 6. So now we just need to see what simplifies. So I'm going to rewrite that again down here just to write it a little bigger. And over here, you can see that we can't do anything with this x, or this plus 5, or this divide by 6 until we get it outside of this cube root sign. Luckily, this cube root is being raised to the third power. Those are inverse operations, so the cube root and the cube will reduce away, leaving you with this. So now we have this fraction inside of parentheses. We can't do anything with that we can't do anything with the x until we get rid of this fraction. So luckily, this 6 and this 6 reduce away. That leaves you with x plus 5 minus 5. And these 5's reduce away, leaving you with x. So since we got x, these two functions are in fact inverses of each other. If you get anything other than x, anything other than this x, then you will not have inverse functions.